Hello and welcome to my channel, Mom in France. In today's video, we are talking about the French snack time foods that I remember discovering when I first moved here to France that I didn't know about when I used to live in the United States. So the first one is real pain au chocolat, chocolate bread. And this I had when I was going to school in France. It was a bilingual school, half French, half English, but they were serving typical French snacks at snack time. We used to stay fairly late at school. The school day lasted about 5 or 6 p.m. if I remember correctly. And before leaving school, we would have a snack at 4 p.m. This is really a set time in France. 4 to 4:30 p.m. For example, my daughter gets out of school now at 4:30 p.m., so she'll have snack at 4:30. But like in France, it's like universally a set time. 5 p.m. is too late. So everybody has their kids' snacks. It's really like standardized. It's not really like they'll be snacking at random times during the day. I'm going to show you how it works. It's actually real bread and chocolate. So we just have a typical baguette here that I bought. I have a piece that's already broken off. And how it works is you just open it up with your fingers like this. And you get a piece of, you actually get some chocolate, real chocolate. We used to have this with not really high quality chocolate. It's just like basic standard chocolate. This is dark chocolate, but it's not the really dark chocolate. So it's not the 70-80% chocolate. It's about 50% chocolate. Maybe it's similar to semi-sweet chocolate. I don't know, but it's not really dark, but it's not this milk chocolate with lots of sugar in it. So you just put it in the middle like this. And there you go. You got your pain au chocolat, chocolate bread. And we just eat that. So that was our snack. The next one that I discovered when I came to France, I actually saw this advertised on TV and I thought it was really cool. I'm sure it exists in other parts of the world now. Maybe it did before as well, but I didn't know about it. So this is a flan, okay? It's like similar to pudding, and specifically this kind of one I really liked because I thought it was really cool about how it works. So you get a little bowl like this, and you have to open it upside down. So you take off the cover, and if you turn it over, it actually won't fall out. Now this is, I hope this works now. Classically it wouldn't work, but it has this layer of caramel on the bottom, and this is like the pudding part, which is, if you turn it over, it really won't fall out because it's like vacuum sucked into the bottom. So you turn it over like that. Oops. Okay, it didn't fall out, good. And now if you lift it up, you see it won't fall out. So what you have to do to get it to fall out, there's this little tab here, and you have to pull it. And when you pull it, maybe I can do it by holding it in the air, it will actually begin to fall out because it makes a little bit of hole in the top. And there you've got your flan, and it's like a custard pudding thing. It's a little bit solid, and it has the caramel sauce, which is poured all over it at the bottom. When I was little, I didn't even know what this tab thing was until I discovered it, and I thought it was really funny. So it's actually really good. It's one of my daughter's favorite now. The next one here, we have all kinds of different cookies that you can have for snack time. These are just classical round cookies. They're not very sweet and very crumbly. And inside they have chocolate, a layer of chocolate. And these are just very classical ones to have at snack time. Now we have some other ones here. This, I've gotten the gluten-free version. They're called Petit Beurre, butter cookies, I guess. They're also very crumbly, and oh, these are broken. They look like this. They're just very standard, sort of neutral cookies. They're not very sweet, and biscuits maybe. Yeah, but those could be served at snack time. Then we have some others which apparently they're supposed to be better. The kids like them better. They have chocolate on them. So this one is from Lou, and it's called Petit Ecolier, little school kid. And they have this nice design on it. I'm not sponsored by anyone, by the way. I'm just telling you about these because I actually remember them from when I was little. They have one side with quite a lot of chocolate on it, and the other side just like a biscuit thing, pretty much the same as the Petit Beurre, I think. And yeah, I think when I first came here, I wasn't really crazy about these because I think that chocolate is less sweet than, you know, milk chocolate and standard cookies. It's not really super sweet. Now the other ones here I have are again from the same company. They have lots of different brands, but I just remember these. So these are they're called Baguette, and they're in this oval shape, a little boat-like shape. And they have this jam in the middle. So I'm not going to taste these for you because I'm not supposed to have gluten. These are not for me, but they smell like raspberry, which they have raspberry jam. So these are actually soft. There's a little bit soft, cakey. So those are cookies that are typical. There are a bunch of others, but those are sort of really classical ones. Let's put these aside here. Now, the next ones I'm going to show you, staying on the cookie cake theme, this is a gâteau au yaourt, a yogurt cake. I actually made it myself yesterday in another video, so be sure to check it out. I'll put the link to the description in this description down below to the video on how to make yogurt cake. And as you can see, it's really came out very soft and very nice. Don't pay attention to how horribly I cut it, but it's really nice. Very soft and very good. So I also made the gluten-free version, and I've been eating it myself. I gobbled down about 3 pieces yesterday. So. And this is a really good kid-friendly cake because it's very easy for the kids actually to make it themselves. So be sure to check out that video. Now finally, we're moving on to what we have here. These are called Petit Suisses. I didn't know about them, obviously, before I moved here, but they're typical in that I don't know if they're actually from France, but I just remember discovering them when I was here. They're called Petit Suisses, which means they're little Swiss, little Switzerland maybe. But what's funny about them is it's a little bit like fromage blanc, but how it works is you have to reach inside and you have to pull up the paper that's on the inside, and they're little rolls of that are surrounded, and you have to put it in a bowl, and you pull it up and take off the paper. Now a serving size of these would be 2 of them because they're quite small. So you open this up, and this is my second one. These, of course, can be good for after lunch as well. It doesn't really have to be snack time. They can be like instead of a dessert. And then what you do to make them good to eat is you put a packet of sugar on them. So this is something that was really new for me when I moved to France, the idea of adding sugar to like dairy products, because when I used to buy them, in the United States, we only had products with sugar already added, or we wouldn't, go out and get the plain one and add sugar to it. But you just put in the sugar, mix it up, and then you can eat it with the sugar mixed in. So that's how we used to have it. I still like it, actually. Okay, you can do the exact same thing with yogurt. Just add a pack of sugar to the top and mix it in, just plain yogurt. Instead of getting the one with sugar already added in, you can add as much sugar as you like. Let's move on to the drinks. This is one that I discovered when I went to school, I think more when I went away on camping holidays in France with organized sports clubs. So this is what it is. It's just water and syrup. I think the point of it was to get the kids to stay hydrated by encouraging them to drink. And you just have a regular glass of water, and you just add a little bit of syrup to it. Or maybe you're supposed to do it the other way around. I don't know if it makes a difference. I'm definitely not an expert. And you just add a little bit. So you can see it just comes out to this sort of neutral color. I think I should have mixed that up with a spoon. And mix it up with a spoon. So it doesn't come out tasting very sweet or strong. It's very diluted, but you just get a hint of the flavor of the fruit. And this one is, I chose the most classical one for today. It's called grenadine. And actually it seems like it's a mixed fruit, forest fruit flavor, I guess. It has blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and that's it. So I guess I actually have to say I grew up thinking that grenadine was red currant, but guess I was wrong. Just found that out. There are lots of different flavors of these syrups. Mint is another very standard classical one, and there's strawberry, a few other flavors as well. As I said, it's really just to give a little hint of flavor to the water. It's not to add to become a drink or a sugary drink. It's just the flavor, that's all. Now, another thing that we would drink when I was going to school, we used to have gym class at a stadium. We'd have to walk out of the school to the stadium about 10 minutes, get changed, have gym class, and after the gym class, we would get dressed and walk back to school. But as we were going out, there used to be these ladies who were serving hot chocolate, and I really remember that. It wasn't very sweet. It was very hot, and it was really nice just before going back to school. The other drink that you would have, of course, is milk, but definitely you're not going to have milk at lunch or any meal in France. If you do, they do serve it at my daughter's activities in the afternoon with a snack, but you would never have it with a meal, and I don't think it's really a French thing. The other things that you would have for snack in France are usually just a piece of fresh fruit, or you could have compote, which is applesauce, but it's not just applesauce. It could be many flavors. It could be banana, it could be strawberry, so pear. These are the flavors that are applesauce mixed with pear, applesauce mixed with strawberry. I think it's the same for peach as well, and banana too. So that's really typical, but of course you have these in other countries, so I wouldn't say it's only French. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you remember any of these snacks, what you think about them. Subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and hope to see you next time.